Hey there devs, welcome to another Python string manipulation challenge. In today's challenge, we're going to handle the transform case challenge where we transform the case of characters within a string, either uppercase or lowercase. So let's see a problem statement. So you want to write a function that transforms all the lowercase letters to uppercase and all the uppercase letters to lowercase within a string. The considerations are that if the character is not a letter, you're not transforming it. Then the transformation should be done without using any built-in Python methods, string methods rather. For example, you're talking about the lower or the upper or any other similar string method in the code. Okay, moving ahead. So we are defining the rules here. So if it is a lowercase between A to Z, we transform it to uppercase A to Z. We have some examples here, A to A, Z to Z, H to H. If it is uppercase, we now transform it to lowercase, capital A to lowercase a, Z, H, and so on. For any non-letters, they remain unchanged, @ symbol and the number 7s and all those. Moving forward, the approach you're going to use, you're still going to use the ASCII approach, where we use ASCII values to manipulate the characters. So the steps is that we convert the characters to ASCII using the odd function. Then we shift between uppercase and lowercase using those ASCII differences. And then we convert back to character using the CHR function. Okay, so we're going to use some constants for this. Lowercase a is ASCII value 97, Z is 122, and so forth. And then we have a case difference where we are subtracting the lowercase and the uppercase values. As you can see here, the lowercase Z is 90, the uppercase Z is 122. So when you subtract those two, you get a value of 32. That is similar to if we were using lowercase a and uppercase a. So you can choose to use the A's or the Z's for that. But it's a lowercase, you're subtracting the uppercase from the lowercase so that you get the case difference. So this one is to be useful to translate between the two, so that in case, say you have uppercase A, if you add 32 to it, you get 97. You'll have translated it into the lowercase version of that. If you have lowercase z, then if you subtract 32 from this, you're going to get 90. Okay, effectively then converting the lowercase z into uppercase z. So let's get to the code. So these are the steps we're going to use. Okay, so ASCII constants that I had mentioned earlier, we have them here. These are the ones we're going to use. Lowercase a, z, uppercase a, z, and then the case difference that we're going to use for the transformation. This challenge, I'm still going to use a helper function to handle each and every character. So say transform character. It takes in a character of type string, and then it returns a character of type string. So first thing we're going to do, let me just say helper function to transform character to lowercase, lower/uppercase. Typo there. All right, so the first thing we want to do is so we want to get the character code for the character that we're getting. So let's say get ASCII value for the character. Okay, so we say character code for the character C here. We use the odd function for C. Right, so next step, what are the next two steps? So the first one, we want to check if character is lowercase. Then after that, we want to check if, how do I keep messing up? Check if character is uppercase. Okay, so then finally, if character is a non-letter, return as is. Okay, so here we're going to say, so you see here we now have the character code. We want to check if that character code is between lowercase z and lowercase a and lowercase z. So if it is between 97 and 122 inclusive, then we want to convert it into an uppercase. So we say if the character code is, if it is between lowercase a character code and lowercase z and lowercase z, then we return. Now what do we return? So for example here, if we have, let me open the terminal here. If we have a letter M is 109, we want to convert M, which is 109, into capital M, which is 77. Right, so let me just do this. So we have M is 109. We want to translate it into capital M, which is 77. So in this case, then, we would need to subtract 32 from 109 to get 77. Okay, we already have M, which is this character code here, which is 109. So in this case, then, we would need to do a subtraction of character code, whatever the character code is. In this case, if it's 99, then we subtract from it the case difference. The case difference, so we get, in this case now it's going to be 109 minus 32, we get 77. But then this is an ASCII, the character code. What we want to return is the M. Instead of the 77, we want to return the M. So for that, we are going to use the chr function to convert the 77 back to the M in this case. So whatever the character code, we are going to return its the equivalent character for that value, for that ASCII value. Okay, so that's done. So let's now look at if it is an uppercase. So if the character code is between the uppercase A, character code, and uppercase Z, so what do we return here? Right, so let's take another example. Let's take T. T is 84, capital T is 84, and small t is 116. Okay, so we have capital T is 84. We want it to become lowercase t, which is 116. All right, so what we have here is a capital T is 84. Character code is 84. We want to now change it to become 116. So in that case, we would need to add the case difference. Okay, so 84 plus 32, we're going to get 116. Yes, 116. Then we now convert that back into a character. And we return that. So if it is a lower t, we're going to return a capital T. If it is a capital M, we're going to return a lowercase m. Otherwise, we return the character as is. We don't do anything to it. So if it's a number or a special character, we just return the character as we received it. So now in the main function here, we have a transformed text that is going to get we're going to append to it the individual characters that have been transformed from the input string. Remember, strings in Python are immutable. We cannot change. We cannot have, say, string, then we want to change the S to become, or the R or the I to become O, like that. We cannot do an in-place manipulation on the string. So for that reason, I'm creating a separate string that we're going to use to append the modified characters into it. So first thing we're going to loop through the input string. So for character in input string, so for that one, we're going to say transformed text. We're going to append to it whatever this function returns to us. So if it returns to us an uppercase, if it returns a lowercase, or if it returns a non-letter, so we're going to append to that. So we're going to call the function transform character. Then we pass in the character that the current character we are at on the input string. Okay, so and after all that is done, then we return the transformed text. So let's see some few tests here. Let's just run this. Hope there are no errors. Okay, so here you see capital H becomes lower h, lower e becomes uppercase e, like that. So lowercase o becomes capital O, and any numbers that are in the string remain the same. The time complexity for this function is an O of n squared, simply here because we have a loop function, and inside that loop function we are also handling a concatenation of the string. So for this one we have O of 1 for this function. We have O of 1 time complexity, but for this one we have O of n squared because of string immutability in Python. So the overall time complexity is O of n squared. All right, that's it for this solution today. I hope you enjoyed it. Post your solutions on the comment section. I would like to see them. Until the next one, stay safe, guys.